Hey everybody, this is Time Travel Weird. This is the third video about the crashing waves. So this one's kind of like the showcase instead of the test, because I think I've got it mostly good. You see we've got ocean waves against the shore. We get turbulent spots in different spots. I made it so that shallow, isolated water now doesn't have that stuff. That's a cool little coincidence here that it looks like it's pouring down over that waterfall. I might be able to make that a feature later, to give it rapids near waterfalls. That would actually be really cool. But I think I've got it mostly ready and good. I'll show the menu and what some of the options do, because I'm sure that with playtesting there will be some bugs and more adjustments to fix. But overall, I think it's at the point that it needs to be without playtesting anymore. Let's see, I'll park over here. Here's a bug. So I'll show this real quick. The in the menu, one of the settings, and I've got it just in the water menu now, the beach waves. You can adjust the opacity of the waves and stagnant foam and some other stuff. You can change the resolution. This calm pools option is what makes it so that you don't get crashing waves in just small pools of water. You see here it's doing what it probably should. But when I turn that on, it's got a few problems here and there with the detection, which I'll work out later, where sometimes it recognizes areas as a calm pool when it should be part of the ocean. My assumption is that physics mod, which is what I'm using physics mod and then adding all my stuff on top. I'm assuming that the way it keeps the water depth data, which is what I'm using to detect shorelines, is tiled in a certain way that's just making those mistakes. So I'll have to work around that. Here's an example of the shallow pools working. You can see that where the water is really deep, the waves come in and crash in, and they can only get so far, and then we have this nice calm water. So that not everything has just like how not everything has giant physics mod waves, not everything gets the foam. You can get where kind of gently crashes into pools and dissipates. Okay, other options. You can change the resolution, so if you want to play with like a low-res pack and you want it to match, in case switching that data, if you want to switch the resolution, you can change the resolution to match like a lower res pack, and you're going to get low resolution waves, and that's adjustable from 16 pixels up to infinite. 0 is infinite on it. Let's see what else is notable in here. You can change the options for the calm pools, and if you want to keep any of my old wave texture and stuff. There's also these daily tides. This part needs work. If I turn it all the way up, you'll see why it's not all the way up. I've got it set so that at certain times of day the waves come in, and at certain times of day they're stagnant, at certain times of day they go out. And it adds these nice little warbles and everything to the waves, but there's certain things about it that just I need to tune further, which is why I've got that option to kind of adjust the number. So if you notice that waves are kind of acting too robotic, or just don't look natural with like this nice wavy motion on different times of day, that's something I'm going to fix later. It's just something that needs adjustment. That's cool. So you see we've got these nice little warbles. Let's change the time of day. It's in the afternoon and evening that I was having problems with it. So this still changes speed a little bit, and it still gets a little stagnant. But there's some adjustment to it. I need to, when I type in the time like that, the skybox doesn't have a chance to update quick enough. This looks like another problem with the shallow water detection. You see here the tides are kind of really stagnant and actually going maybe kind of backwards. And that's the tides are doing stuff like that, and I'm going to do a little adjustment to that later to make it look better, and maybe have like a going in and coming out on the wave with like a separate texture to it. Turn this all the way up, see that it's actually going backwards. I don't think I like that. Turn it all the way down. This is my first attempt at fixing it. So you see we still get it going in and there's still some warble. But there's times of day that it gets really robotic looking, I think. So it's something I just need to kind of play the game and see what works about it, and that's so cool. But that option is there and adjustable, and that's one thing that may need adjustment because the feel just isn't there yet. I've still got a little bit of these black patches on the physics mod waves that I need to figure out that kind of static to them. And it's just a lot of my denoising broke in these new Icarus versions, and I've been doing a lot to try to fix it. And I'm still trying to figure out what all went wrong. And there's also just something with the physics mod itself behaving a little differently than I'd expect. And that's so cool. And I didn't show it actually doing it, but you can change the opacity of both the crashing waves that come in and the stagnant foam that sits. So you can make the effect more or less and be like what you want it to be if you want it to be more subtle. More subtle might actually be good. This is the kind of thing that I need to play with it and see what is the best amount to default, but until I figure that out, the options are there that you can play with them, and the options will always be there that you can play with them and kind of put it where you want. I'm going to update this since it's got the menu and everything. And it's defaulted on now. Like I said, it needs the physics mod and Icarus for 120.6 for this stuff to work. Otherwise it'll just be my regular old water. And again, you can see that the little pools are behaving correctly. Once I play more, I'll make more adjustments. If you've got any feedback and you play with this, let me know. I can incorporate feedback. And I guess we'll see where it goes. I think it's pretty cool. I don't think you're going to get water like this anywhere else. And I think it's pretty good improvements for spending a week on water from what it was to this. But I think that's this video. I hope y'all are having a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. So there's another bug. I'll figure that stuff out, but it's not something to hold back putting this out for. Oh, performance is what I was going to say as a last note. this isn't optimized right now, and it's running a whole extra thing of a different set of water normals that I did while testing on my phone, because I wrote this on my phone. So the I need to go in and like remove those redundant parts, and then if this does do an FPS hit, the FPS hit will be removed. I don't think it does. This shader itself is heavy, but when I toggled this on, I didn't see a difference. It was running the same FPS. And again, the actual 3D nature of the waves is physics mod, but then all this foam and crashing waves and stuff like that. And this is the Icarus shader. Hope everyone's having a good week. I want to play with this, so I'm going to start a new 120.6 playthrough and just kind of slowly add stuff to it. Mods. So if you've got any mods you like for 120.6, let me know, and I'll put them in the playthrough if they match with what else is in there and doesn't bug out. Alright, that's it. Everybody have a good week.